Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Amanda and I do random videos, reviews, and vlogs, so please hit that subscribe button. Today I'm showing you how I got this look and how I curled my hair today. Also stick around to the end to see a review of this Kiss Instawave curling iron. If you want to see how I curled my hair today, please continue to keep watching. Today I am going to do a tutorial with my favorite curling iron and my only curling iron. This is the Kiss Instawave and I use this all the time. I've been using it for a few years now and I just absolutely love it. So I want to kind of share with you how I use it. I'm starting off fresh in the morning, so I just want to show you how I make it work. Also, I gave myself a haircut, so please disregard the random layered hairs that I cut. But anyway, so let's get started. Basically, I just woke up. My hair is kind of all over the place, so what I do is I comb it out and I try to find a part that I like. Sometimes my part moves around just based on, you know, how I'm feeling or where I want it to be. Actually, this might be pretty much good. I just have a straight part off to the side, and then what I'll do is I will comb it out starting from the bottom and then work my way up. So as you can see, I have pretty straight hair and it's pretty thin. I would say this tutorial probably works more for straight hair. I don't know. I'm not sure if thickness matters, but for sure this will help if you have straight hair. Actually, right before you comb your hair out, you can turn on the curling iron, and basically I turn it on to low, which is the middle setting, but the lettering has rubbed off. So I turn it on to low just to keep my hair a little bit safer. What I do is I part my hair and put it in a half ponytail. So I basically take like the top half of my hair and then from both sides, kind of like a half ponytail, and then I'll just loop it in front and tie that up. And you can use a clip or whatever you want. This is just, I usually just have a hair tie on hand, so that is how I do it and get the hair out of my way. And so you can really focus on this bottom half. Your curling iron should be about ready soon. So I part it in about inch sections and then work on that. And it also depends on what type of curl you're going for. If I'm doing more of a full curl, I will hold the hair in the curling iron for maybe 6 seconds on low. I kind of want a lighter wave curl today, so I think I'm gonna hold it for like 3 to 4 seconds on the curling iron. So, and then I make sure that this I don't even know what you call it, this tooth, the big tooth, the main tooth is in the front where the light is. And so wherever it is, just move it. I just like to move it at the front, and this is like my home base, like this is the front. Take that portion of hair and then put it in back of that main tooth and rotate it outwards. And then just gently let it go. So I'm gonna do that again. So part like an inch to 2 inches, and kind of play around with it to move the thing back to the front, and then put the hair right behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gently pull it down. And so it kind of looks weird. I know I probably shouldn't have worn black. I know it doesn't look fully curled right now, so we'll just leave that there. And I think part of this technique is like me holding the hair while it goes into the curling iron. I know this curling iron is meant to like catch all the hairs, but I just feel like this is the more effective way to do it. Bring the thing back to home and put the hair behind, and I hold onto the hair and grab it and guide it along so it all gets caught in there. 2, 3, 4, and then let it go. So I do start counting once all the hair is in there. So the top hair that gets in the curl does get heated longer than the bottom. So that's why the bottom is a little bit straighter. And that's kind of how I like this loose curl. Another way to do it is you can do it like a 2-step process. So, and my hair is very thin, so this goes pretty fast for me. So the thing is in the front. Put the hair behind and like just keep guiding the hair and keep it tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you want the ends to be a little curled, you just kind of like hold it in for a couple more seconds at the bottom. And then there, it's like more curled at the end. So that's kind of it. Oh, and yeah, before I put it in the curling iron, I like to just kind of like run my hand through it like once or twice. And then for this side, we are going outward. So I'm using this left arrow to spin outward. For both sides, I go outward. That's just how I do it. You can alternate or you could do inward, whatever, but this is just how I do this look. Okay, again, put it behind, and just kind of guide it and keep it tight. 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. This is the last section of my hair. I really don't have that much hair. I'm really jealous of people who have like a thick head of hair. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Sorry, I'm wearing black, but that's basically what they all look like, and just don't touch them. So I'm gonna go back and do this side, and what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna focus on the ends. I don't think it matters where you put the curl. Okay, so all of them are about curled the same amount, and it's a little hot, so I like wearing like a t-shirt or something with sleeves, just so you don't like burn yourself or anything. And then you basically do the same for the top section. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll speed it up a little bit, but so you can kind of see how I do it. But at the same time, I don't want to bore you either. So, and I try to keep the hair that I haven't curled behind my head so that it stays apart from the front curled pieces. So that's just how I do it. When I was doing a second section back here, the front section that I had already curled got caught in, and like if that happens, don't freak out, don't worry. I tried to separate it, and then I redid the first one a little bit more just so the curl was like the same curl. I don't know if that makes sense, but I didn't want it to get curled like a little bit differently when I got caught, so I just redid it a little bit to touch it up. Basically, this is what it looks like. Sorry, it's like so hard to see because I have a black shirt, but yeah, it doesn't look like much right now. It kind of just looks like random curls. But basically what I do is I try to do this ahead of time. So I'm doing this before my makeup, so I'm gonna spend about like half an hour doing my makeup, and then I'll see you in 30 minutes, and then we will comb it out. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes and I just finished my makeup, but my curls basically look the same as I left them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comb them out with my hands. So I don't use a brush, just use my hands. So basically just go like this. Just lightly comb it through. And then same with the other side. Go all the way to the top. Okay. This is the final product, and originally I was going for like a lighter wave, but I kind of want to show you how I did the ends in case you wanted like a more fuller curl. So obviously you can hold it for less time if you want lighter waves than this. So I would hold it for maybe 2 to 3 seconds instead. It really all depends on the look that you're going for. This is what I get when I hold it for about 4 seconds for the top portion, and then a little bit 2 to 3 seconds on the bottom portion as well, so the curls kind of go throughout. I don't need to use hairspray, which is the amazing part. So it stays like this pretty much all day. And I think that's what makes this curling iron so great. You're basically done, no hairspray needed if you want it to keep looking this way. As you can see, the curls are pretty full and they actually wear down, like they get a little bit more natural throughout the day. Once they get a little bit of air, or if you go outside, like don't worry about it. You still don't need hairspray. You're totally welcome to, but I just never do or never have to. So let's go on to the review portion of this video. So I have been using this curling iron for at least 3 years, maybe more, and I have loved it. I think it's totally underrated. I know it's not your typical curling iron. It's really meant to catch all the hairs and make it easy to curl, but I think it's just the way that this curling iron is built that it holds the curl somehow. I don't know what this is made out of, but it just does. Like this will stay all day. Plus, if I sleep and I toss and turn around a lot, like these beautiful, oh my God, these beautiful curls turn into the most beautiful like light waves the next morning somehow, and no hairspray needed. It's just all in here and I don't even know how. And I use this on low and somehow the curls just stay magically. So one, it just like stays throughout the day, no hairspray needed or no hair product. And most of the time it turns into like beautiful, lightweight, natural waves the next day after a full night of sleep. And also I can like touch my hair as much as I want and like run my hands through it and doesn't change anything. Like the curls just stay. So like I'm used to touching my hair all the time. And so I'm just glad I can like touch my hair and not have to worry about it. So I don't know, it's really easy to use. When I was curling my hair with a typical curling iron, you know, with the clamp back in the day, it would take me like 30 to 60 minutes to do my hair. Granted, I've lost like some hair since then, but like it takes me like 6 to 10 minutes, like no more than 10 minutes to do my full head of hair. And obviously that like varies based on like how much hair you have, how thick it is, stuff like that. But like I've never been able to curl my hair in less than 10 minutes ever in my life. And so I just think that's really amazing. I don't have to hold it for that long, obviously. Like I only held it in for like 4 seconds and like I got pretty full curls already. And the way it works, it just makes it easy to redo the curl or recurl the next day if you'd like. I usually don't, but because it just goes around the same circle, it just makes it easier. There's no clamp that you need to worry about. I think just keeping the curls in your hair tight when you're curling your hair, that just kind of does it. I think it's pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. Once you get used to like which direction goes which way and like which way to do which side, I think it makes it pretty easy. And I've recommended this product to my aunt and she has bought it and prefers it over like her curling iron that costs like 150 bucks. And she uses it all the time, and this only costs, I don't know, I think I got it for like what, 40 or 50 bucks, and it's just cheaper than like a lot of the curling irons on the market right now. I know it's not fancy like all the wands that everyone's using with all the different curling iron attachments and stuff. Like if you want different size barrels, like sure, go ahead, but like if you're just looking for an everyday curling iron that you can use really easily in the morning, pick this up. I'm not switching to a new curling iron anytime soon, and I've used this for years. I think it's totally underrated. I highly recommend that you check it out. Anyway, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.